I really, really believe that this works, and I have tons of anecdotal evidence that supports it. Okay? You probably do as well. But you have a bad experience, you go out with a creep, and you say, I quit. You ever have a bad meal? I'm an online dating coach specifically. That is what I do for a living. I work with individuals like a personal trainer at a gym to help them get the best results in the process of online dating and later dating. So I have a really, really unique perspective because I've been doing this for about 7 years, and I've been coaching for about 5. And I try to translate men to women and women to men, because the more we understand about each other, the better we can navigate the space to have more power and control. And I'm going to keep on coming back to those two things, power and control, because that's what you need to have over this medium to succeed at it, to have fun. Okay? I personally have written over 500 profiles. I'm responsible, partially responsible, of course, for a bunch of weddings, engagements, positive feelings about online dating, most importantly, because I can't guarantee anything beyond getting you on the right track. We make the most of what people have. And it's really important to understand that. We control what we can, and we have to let go of the rest. So my last book, as Christian pointed out, is called Why You're Still Single, Things Your Friends Would Tell You If You Promise Not to Get Mad. And when you're a single guy who writes a book called Why You're Still Single, people have questions. Okay? The one thing I know is that the answer is not simply, I just haven't met the right person. Okay? That's half the story. It's the cocktail party answer. I just haven't met the right person. Okay? But there's more to it. Okay? And it's figuring out, well, why haven't you met the right person? Why haven't you put yourself in that position? Why haven't you kept the person who you might be interested in? Why isn't that person attracted to you? How did you sabotage that relationship? It's understanding what those things are. When I work with my clients one-on-one, we focus on choosing an arbitrary subject, something about them, and realizing that a good username is a play on words or a pun. Okay? It's something that is about 10 degrees different from what you're used to hearing. Okay? So I had a client who was really into animals, and she lived on a farm in Virginia, and we're kind of brainstorming ideas together, and she says, how about the horse whisperer? And I said, well, it's pretty good. It's better than, I love animals. But we've heard of that. It's too familiar. What other animals do you have? She became the goose whisperer. Swear to God, guy writes to her because her name is the goose whisperer. They are married. I swear. The goose whisperer is married. So the name is probably available on Match now, so go run and get it. You tell your stories. Your stories are different than everybody else's stories. Your nice is different than my nice. Your athletic is different than my athletic. Your sensitive is different than my sensitive. And all of you have different stories that make you, you. But when we use adjectives, when we list them, I am nice, smart, kind, warm, funny, honest, successful, ambitious, and family-oriented, we could all write that. We're not all the same person. I like hiking, biking, movies, music, travel. That doesn't give anybody anything. The lists, don't write lists. People tune out. They can't digest it. Shorter sentences, okay, and stories. Really, this is all about anecdotes. What they tell any writer is show, don't tell. So show me who you are. Don't tell me who you are. Instead of saying, I like to travel, I talk about how I had sangria on Las Ramblas in Barcelona. Some woman's going to say, oh, that's really cool. I just got back from Spain, and right? And if she hasn't been to Spain, she's not going to say, oh my God, I can't believe this guy went to Spain. I'm not going to write to him. I'm not alienating her. She's going to pick up on something else in my profile that she likes. We are looking for excuses to connect. That's all this is. It's another thing to remember. This is not a personal statement. It's an ad. What I would recommend that you do is think of the time that you've been in love. Think of the man that you were in love with, or men you were in love with. And think of the things that he did that made him special. Okay? Instead of saying he's thoughtful, talk about how he would wake you in the morning with the Sunday style section and blueberry pancakes. That shows how he's thoughtful. Tell a real story, bring it to life. And some guy's going to read it and say, oh my God, she's talking to me. I do that. We'll start something generic in the subject heading. Hi, hey. You ever see an email box filled with, hi, hey, what's up, re-email? Why don't you come up with a unique subject heading? Capture attention. Okay? And then continue with an ellipsis, ... You continue your text, 1 or 2 strong lines, and then close confidently. It's not if he's going to write back, it's when. It's not so, if you like my profile and what I have to say, then please read about me, and maybe if you get a chance, write back to me. That might be what you're feeling, but it's not a very confident approach. It's, touche, your move. Let's talk to you soon. It's when. It's the confidence of knowing that he is going to write back to you. If you have the confidence, he's more likely to see you as a catch. Don't put him up on a pedestal. You are the catch. He is lucky. You are making his day, and respond accordingly. So you can be emotionally naked and still not lose control and still not scare him off and still not be naming your babies on the first date. Right? So if you want to meet a guy at a party, yes, it's about eye contact. Yes, it's about smiling. But you can facilitate action without hitting on him. It's not pinching his butt and saying, hey, big boy, buy me a drink. It's not how it goes. It's not how you meet a man. But if you cross the room, go 7 feet to his diagonal, and smile and force eye contact, he smiles and gives you eye contact, he knows what he's supposed to do. Now it's his job to come over, and you've given him permission to do so. So you maintain control, he still has to approach you. You are the catch, you are the commodity, and these guys are lucky to have you. Remember that. Carry that with you wherever you go, and you're going to find a guy who realizes he is, in fact, very lucky to have you. So thank you for listening to me today. I really appreciate it.